sunny afternoon. Just a mere target of 180. What Khulna needs? I think 10, 15 runs too many. There were thoughts in the middle overs, but they did well in the last 5. Darul Islam. He's just hit a little bit of vein of form. Last 2 or 3 games, initially just struggled to get out of the blocks. Kir Hassan. So he's had sort of an indifferent tournament. He's had one good innings. He hasn't carried on to the next. Still inexperienced, but here's someone who's very experienced with a new ball in hand. He hasn't featured in a lot of conversations, but he's been doing the job, and that is why. Quietly going about his business. 8 wickets and an economy of 6. Should be more. We should be speaking more about him.
Yeah, sometimes they get under the radar, but they've done their job, as you say. It's very meticulous, and you can always depend on Rubil Hussain to deliver the goods, and that's why we normally get him to have the respect of the batters early on.
They respect in T20 cricket for bowlers?
Not really. I know as a bowler, you're speaking as a bowler. Always on the go, the batters.
I think very few have respect with the ball in hand.
You earn your respect. You bowl some good deliveries, make the batsman. You have to earn it, my friend. It's difficult. It's all.
I don't think it's a respect conversation. I think it's a skill conversation. Rashid Khan, if he comes on, you know that there's going to be an exceptional googly at various pace. But then the leg spinner, will I ever see it? Jasprit Bumrah, there's a fear factor there, but I'm not sure about this. Bowlers are not this. Nowadays, these big bats, these short boundaries, small boundaries, there's the target.
Yeah, and here someone, a bowler, just speaking from his heart. Unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Well, try to swing that away, not really getting hold of it.
Coming from there, I think.
I get what you're saying.
As bowlers, we just go out there and we're cannon fodder. We just get played all over the place. But there's some that are feared, I think. I think that's the narrative now. I think batters now are really just express themselves from ball number 1.
Well, the need to here got a run off the first 2 balls. The tall target. And that's another good one. Like it from Rubil. Mixed it up very nicely. And Hengel taking it away.
Nice. Reaction off the surface. Afraid to test the pitch. On most occasions, you see batters will be looking to elevate that over third man. Use the pace. Now he favors that area. Ungainly, that shot. It's almost, some batters would play this off the front. That's why he's got a wry smile on his face. He's thinking, what have you done there? I've beaten you for pace, but you've got it away to third man.
Just thinking back that they also opened with Mashrafi, the other experienced bowler, who was, well, lack of pace, but he was controlling it so very well.
I had a chat with him earlier today. And she's been around for a while. Big smile on the face.
Well, it was short and it's been pulled. And there is that protection in the deep. Oh, well, more direct throw could have been troublesome for the batsman.
Look at the hustle from Jarul on that occasion, and that's why it's gone to the bowler's end. Sort of squandered those 2. There you go, Shammers. No respect for the bowler. Boundary 4, IPDC 4. To finish the first, it's 8 without loss.
আসল ফলের পিওরিটি এখন আগের চেয়েও আকর্ষণীয় মূল্যে 250 মিলি ফ্রুটিকা 20 টাকা, 500 মিলি 35 টাকা এবং 1 লিটার ফ্রুটিকা এখন 65 টাকা। ফ্রুটিকা একটু বেশি পিওর। কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
জিপি স্টার গ্রাহকরা 10% ক্যাশব্যাকের নতুন আকাশ সংযোগ কিনতে এসএমএস করুন 29000 নম্বরে। বিস্তারিত জানতে কল করুন 16442।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন। আরে রবি, জলদি শুট কর।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিং এর নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স রবি।
And edges up, it is big appeal and a positive response and an early strike.
He does favour the offside. There's leg side of the ball. There's width on offer here, definitely. But he's reaching all the time. It's a good catch, Mushfika. Important breakthrough if they're going to try and defend this. 179. There's the width on offer, very full. But there's that leg side nature of how the batter goes. Finds the outside edge. Bowler happy. Batter not, he hangs his head, Hassan, he's gone for one. It's 8 for 1.
আমাকে খামের দাম শুধু মিনাবাজারই বোঝে।
মিনাবাজার জীবনে আনে সজীবতা প্রতিদিন।
তোর কাছে রিয়ার নাম্বার আছে?
রিয়ার নাম্বার দিয়ে তুই কি করবি?
আকাশ কিনতে কম, দুজনরে কিনাইতে পারলে আমার এক মাসের বিল ফ্রি।
কিন্তু দোস্ত, আমি তো রিয়ার নাম্বার অনেক আগেই মোবাইল থেকে ডিলিট করে দিছি। হ্যালো রিয়া।
আকাশের প্রতিটি রেফারেলে দুজনেই পাচ্ছেন মাসিক বিলে 50% ক্যাশব্যাক। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশের গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস পরপর 2 বার অর্জন করেছে সুপার ব্র্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ার্ড।
Required tournament.
Prior to this innings, he was reasonably decent with the ball. This is the reason why he is here. Just backing away and getting a feather. Good catch taken. There's confirmation of that on Alfred. Spike. Little one, but enough. And he's elated, Rabil is. They needed early breakthroughs. They're going to get back. And they've achieved that. Zurul on 7. He's got that boundary. Just feel that there is a little more spring in the step early on. A lot of marshalling of the troops from the skipper.
Innocuous out into the onside, but Beximco Dhaka, they've been on a good run. 3 in a row. If they win this one, it'll be 4. They'll equal what Chottogram have done. They set the standard initially until they had their first loss. So you'd think this is a very dangerous team. And they've done it defending totals. And that man there been a key part of this success. We'll wait and see if they make it 4 in a row, but at this stage, 3 in a row. We'll set a few alarms going in the top 4, whoever qualifies.
Shakib just stands and wasn't trying to really place it. It was just more like a shot he was not quite sure of, just getting feel of bat on ball in the early stages.
There you go, 3 wins in a row. It was disastrous to start with, but gosh, they've sort of gelled together and they've got conditions to go their way, and also key players putting their hand up.
Talking about key players putting their hands up, from the Khulna perspective, it's got to be Shakib Al Hassan. Will he try to redeem himself with a good innings here?
I go back to the other narrative. Do we put too much pressure on these incredibly good players that on most occasions we always expect them to perform? Do we always expect him to be good with the bat? Yes. Do we expect him to be good with the ball?
খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
From Nestle.
ভীষণ কুড়মুড়ে গোলমার্স পপস বিস্কুট, একটু জায়গা বুঝে খান।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিং এর নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স। বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস, প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জ।
Deviating down leg, allowing him to swivel round.
Do you get where I'm coming from, Shamim? Because you can't always go out and get 100. You can't always go out and get a 20 ball 50. I think sometimes you are a little bit hard. Because they are the blockbusters. They are the ones we come out and want to watch. But sometimes you've got to understand they're not robotic. They're allowed to fail from time to time.
Well, that's innovation. That's up in the air, just falling short. Oh, he must have had his heart in his mouth. Zol has tried that shot on 3 occasions. It got off once with a 4, but almost perishing there.
Almost his get out of jail shot, isn't it? Go across the stumps and try and work it through the onside. Opportunity, fielder. All the weight was on the back foot. I think that's Mukhtar Ali, that short fine leg on that occasion. Yes, it was.
There he goes. That's whipped away, maybe getting the inside part of the bat. But the results what matters, which is an IPDC 4.
Doesn't have to try too much on this occasion. The pace is on from Rubel, and it's just a shovel, a flick through the leg side, and he picks up an IPDC 4.
This is a good comeback, just shortening that length, the back of length, always on this kind of track, and in this format works. Has that little bit of doubt in the minds of the batter.
Remember, I have a feeling today someone could hit the organic care bottle today. Walk away with 3,000 taka. We'll have a visual of it in a little while.
Yeah, a little short, but that went in a hurry. He's looking for it, searching for it, eventually finding it and recovering.
said that he should be in the discussion of the fast bowlers, even though he's experienced. Look at this. He knows this pitch. 141. Come on, Rubel. Show them, son. Oh, yes. Good, good. Back of a length. Into the batsman. No freeing your arms there. He's been excellent.
Pitches it up. What a splendid delivery. He's done well. Rubel Hussain has 3 overs done. 21 for 1.
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও
ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি 2টা
স্প্রাইট।
শেষ ইচ্ছা।
আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও। স্প্রাইট। আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও। বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার। পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস। তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশ।
All over these hands.
Well, you've got to make sure that you place the ball in the right areas and get yourself the boundaries. A welcome one early on in the innings, on in the over, I beg your pardon.
This time he doesn't try and shovel or flick it. The man at short fine leg. This time he comes down the wicket and is expansive for an IPDC 4.
And he moves across, makes room. That's intelligent batting. Just knew that the bowler was going to try and bowl it down the leg side away from him. He's ready for it and flicked it away.
Yeah, he's shown his hand, the rule that he wants to go in this region. So it's full and then he just grabs it. Both hands between the two fielders. They're both up in the circle. And that's a free hit for him. IPDC 4.
Just the momentum needed. Season coming. He's exposing his intentions quite a bit early, but still the bowler, you know, to that fact, which is good.
Someone's painting you a picture before he plays the shot. This is where I'm going. I think a change of plan here for Mushrika. Perhaps try and get him to drag it across from the off stump. Get him to play in a different manner. Saqib now on strike.
Well, even big trouble for the team too.
He's trying to hit it to the leg side. You'd say perhaps the shot is on. There was protection out there. It's not just going his way. Rubel, good catch. And Saqib will hang his head. Gone for 8.
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে। মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
ফ্রেন্ডশিপের এই ম্যাজিক্যাল চেইন রিঅ্যাকশন কোনো অ্যানালাইসিস দিয়ে জাজ করা যাবে না ব্রো। এসব শুধু বন্ধু থাকলেই পসিবল। এয়ারটেল, বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
জিপি স্টার গ্রাহকরা এখন একসাথে 12 মাস আকাশ রিচার্জ করলে 3 মাস আর 6 মাস রিচার্জ করলে পাচ্ছেন 2 মাস ফ্রি সাবস্ক্রিপশন। বিস্তারিত জানতে কল করুন 16442 নম্বরে।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Got substantial numbers on it. Lot of shouting. Has been told to go back, and he obeys.
Yeah, lack of runs continues for Sakib. Across the line, top edge, and regulation. Oh, what a find he's been. Smiles all round.
Like the chatter going on around the ground. 4 overs done, 31 for 2.
আজকে আমি খাবো ঝাল ঝাল চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এক টম ইয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন, কি যে মজা ইয়াম।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও।
ওকে, দাঁড়ালাম। বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট। শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও। স্প্রাইট। মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক বিল বিক।
Yeah. I just got a feeling, Shimon. Someone's gonna hit it. The organic hit bottle, 50,000 taka, and whoever does is gonna be my best friend.
Well, you've had a lot of feelings in the recent past. What if no one hits it? What, you go and bang your head on it?
I'm a bit sensitive, but it's a feeling, just a feeling. Come on, Joel, do it for me.
Still got another game to go. You said today. Lots of time. Still a long way to go for Khulna. 148 needed of 94 balls. Doro just swings in hope rather than in a commitment to the line of the ball.
Yeah, they've got to catch up a bit here. Khulna, we're inside the power play. Dhaka's power play was at this stage 52 for 1. They're 32 for 2. So you don't want that gap to continue to grow in terms of the comparisons. And later as the game progresses, you'll see the worms. You've got to try and stay as close. Don't always have to be totally right next to them. Just got to stay in touching distance.
Nasir Ahmed has made up for in his economy for his lack of wickets. Been pretty parsimonious, and once again ensures that the batsman does not get more than a single. It's been very tight, accurate bit of bowling from him. Just the 2 from this over so far.
Bit of a ring field. Everybody sort of on just off the 30-yard circle. Yeah, on the offside. Reinforced. Bit of a change happening on the leg side as deep cow corner or mid-wicket comes into place, and then a backward square leg not too far away from the umpire.
No run. 5 overs done. It's 33 for 2.
খিদে কি যে ভাই কখন যে লাগে, সময়ের জ্ঞান নাই যখন তখন জাগে। খিদে যখন লাগে বসে না মন কোনো কাজে। পড়াশোনা ভাল লাগে না যখন আসে খিদে, সমাধানও আছে সহজ এখন হাতের কাছে। বসুন্ধরা ম্যাকারনি খিদে যখন।
3টি ভিন্ন শিল্পে দারুণ মজার বসুন্ধরা ম্যাকারনি, খিদে যখন তখনই।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়। তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে। আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100 টাকার ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ফ্রি।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
জিপি স্টার গ্রাহকরা 10% ক্যাশব্যাকে
That's a good run. Opportunity was there for the bowler. He's a good bowler, Naeem. Just surprised him a little bit with the bounce there. Mahmudullah was very, very quick to call him for a run. Naeem Hassan. Ooh, could have been dangerous. It's very, very dangerous for a bowler to try a bit of footwork, or any fielder rather, even if he's trying to stop the ball at the boundary. Naeem Sheikh, there wasn't a better option. Good that he didn't injure himself. They've scored runs, they wanted in excess of 200, but they managed only 179 with the loss of 7 wickets. That's why the spinners need to play a very crucial role as the game progresses. Got the dots in, a good area that they've been targeting to bowl at. The runs that have been scored of them have been just the time that they've been mixing up their length, which is pretty all right. Still got things under control. But as long as this man who's in form is batting out there, he'll ensure that anything down the leg side goes for Rams Jaurul. Nice easy boundary for him.
He's targeted that area. He wants to play the lap sweep. He likes to scoop the ball over the keeper's head, and once again gets into the position where he walks across and then realizes that there's only one fielder to beat in that direction. Short fine leg, fielder inside the circle. So once you get past him, it's a boundary. It's an IPDC boundary written all over it. He's having a good tournament. Joel Islam. All of a sudden he's looked good to score a few runs. He's taking another single.
Then at the end of the day, whether you're chasing 140 or 180 or 200 plus, you need a partnership. Mahmudullah has had a opportunity to come in earlier. He can string together one. He's got Jaurul Islam batting alongside, who's also been amongst runs. So that just gives a little bit of a comfort, a bit of luxury to the captain to allow himself a little more extra time. You know, he's a finisher.
Yeah, what you really don't want to see if you're a Khulna fan is that you don't want to see another wicket here. Shafiqul Islam has bowled well, the left arm seamer. Shafiqul Islam, 8 wickets, and it's a very good strike, beg your pardon, economy. 6.66 before the start of this match. Bowled well and he's taken a stunning catch. I remember a couple of days earlier, I think it was of Liton Das, wasn't he? Diving a full length to his right. He's a left-hander. He's at least a boundary in this over, but he needs to finish well. 7 already in this over.
Yes, lovely ball to finish.
Friday shrimp Maggie, Saturday te veggie one, Mongol Buddh, Brihospoti Sufi egg tom yum, Sunday Monday Maggie chicken.
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা। দাঁড়াও ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট। শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার তিনটে ইচ্ছা দাও।
স্প্রাইট, আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও।
জিপি স্টার গ্রাহকরা 10% ক্যাশব্যাকে নতুন আকাশ সংযোগ কিনতে এসএমএস করুন 29000 নম্বরে। বিস্তারিত জানতে কল করুন 16442।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
Tight bowling from Masood. Spinners have been good. We just showed you a little graphic where we were talking about the dots from the left arm spinner or the right arm spinner, especially Dhaka bowlers where they've been trying to bowl to Khulna players, especially not offering any room either outside the off stump or any width on the on. Better bowling.
The spinners, when Dhaka was batting, went for quite a few. They went for 98 runs in the 8 overs. Shakib, Nazmul and Shavagat home. That's well bowled. But this time around, the spinners from from Dhaka doing a better job with the ball. In his second over now, Nasum Ahmed is just given away 5 runs. He's bowled really well. Bowling in good areas. There you go, 1.3 overs, none for 5. Robiul Islam Robi is only given away 13 runs and he's picked up both the openers. So it's just the other way around for Dhaka in terms of bowling, in terms of spinners. And he's just taking the pace off the ball, so the ball is not coming on to the bat. Remember when Mohammad Naeem took on Shakib Al Hasan in that very first over, he smashed 4 sixes. And they were going great guns. But certainly a change of plan, change of strategy from Mushfiqur Rahim. He must have had a word with the bowlers to take the pace off the ball and see whether you get a bit of a grip, bit of a turn. That's exactly what is happening in terms of the spinners for Dhaka. Again mistiming it. It's turning out to be a very good over. That's how you can create pressure. They can pressure on the batsman and the required runner just slowly creeps up. It's more than 10 now.
They're trying to force the pace there. 7 gone, 45 for 2.
স্টুডিও এক্স শ্যাম্পু পুরুষদের জন্য। খুশকি ছেড়ে স্টাইলিশ করা ফ্যামিলির কাজ না, ফ্যামিলি শ্যাম্পু নয়, পুরুষদের চাই। স্টুডিও এক্স অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ স্টাইলিং শ্যাম্পু, যা খুশকি দূর করে চুলকে রাখে স্টাইলিশ। স্টুডিও এক্স শ্যাম্পু পুরুষদের জন্য। কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
From Nestle.
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন। আরে রবি, জলদি শুট কর। সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5G ভিডিও স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিং এর নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স রবি।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশের গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে?
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস। তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
Lara had a good spell in the last game against the Chattogram team. Picked up wickets. That was towards the end of the innings though, but that was an important spell because Chattogram was going well enough and he needed to pick up those wickets. So Mushfiqur Rahim has the luxury of rotating his bowlers. He went to Shafiqul for an over. He bowled a decent over, just a boundary in that. He's gone to Mukhtar now. He can rotate the seamers around. Very specific with his field. Very straightish short third.
He needs to be careful now. He's got a good start in 31 of 22. Strike it of 140. Oh, no, what is he trying to do here? It's a little bit wide. He's just kind of wants to lap it over the keeper. You mentioned about those two fielders inside the circle behind square.
Not had a lot of crowd coming in, but a few support staff has been there, medical staff, a few supporters as well, but they've all been keeping themselves well covered and protected with the Bashundhara face mask.
Quick single taken straight onto the field. It was needed. They're just going back to Mahmudullah, trying to attempt to play the shot. I mean, I don't mind seeing Joel Islam trying to attempt to play that shot, but he's just come into the crease, Mahmudullah. And you can sense that once he's there, you can just sense of belief gets stronger for Khulna in trying to play and execute that kind of a shot so early in the innings can turn out to be a dangerous one. It's well played. He'll still pick up a single. There's just a little bit of pressure applied on by the Dhaka bowlers. Mahmudullah now 7 in 13 deliveries. Maybe perhaps one of the reasons why he tried to play that shot. Look to score boundaries. So if you dry up the boundaries, it's been 14 deliveries since the last boundary. So if you dry up the boundaries, then the pressure keeps mounting on.
Yes, they've bowled well. They've bowled very good lengths, the Dhaka bowlers.
এয়ারটেলে কথা বলো মন খুলে 28 টাকায় 45 মিনিট ও 48 টাকায় 80 মিনিট।
আসতেছি।
এয়ারটেল দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক।
Jarul plays a bailout stroke, 9PDC 6.
Finally, the big shot comes off the back of Joel Islam. Yeah, good elevation. Have a look at that left leg. Just takes it out and then throws himself at it for the maximum.
There was a very slight margin for Jarul to get underneath that ball. See that this length was slightly short of, I don't know, slightly up towards the batsman. Wanted to get that swing going, it wasn't there. Again, he tries the same thing. He's managed the gap all right. Just a single for Mahmudullah. That's why a little chat with the captain.
And that's why he's not happy. Because he's allowing the batsmen to free their arms. The first delivery in his over went for a 6, but he's come back nicely. The reason for him, Mushfiq Rahim, to go and have a bit of a chat was again he was short on both those occasions and he got away with it. Just getting that fielder at the short fine a little bit more finer.
Brilliant!
He's such an involved player, Mushfiq Rahim. Of course, he's the captain, he's a wicket-keeper, so in that manner his involvement into the game straight away is there, is more, but such a involved player. That's why he won't be happy. He won't be happy with his bowler offering this freebie. Mahmudullah is too good a player to missing out on such loose deliveries, and he's helped himself to an IPDC boundary.
It's the gap bisecting those two fielders. He's taken him on the full. Long stride in.
Good ball. Very good delivery from Nasum. Comes back strongly. 63 for 2 at the end of 9 overs. 13 runs coming off that over from Nasum.
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস, 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1099 টাকা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিং এর নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স।
জিপি স্টার গ্রাহকরা 10% ক্যাশব্যাকে নতুন আকাশ সংযোগ কিনতে এসএমএস করুন 29000 নম্বরে। বিস্তারিত জানতে কল করুন 16442।
যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় ব্যাংক থেকে বিকাশে অ্যাড মানি করুন কোনো খরচ ছাড়াই। দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস। তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার। পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ। সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিং এর নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স।
ভীষণ কুড়মুড়ে গোলমার্ক পস বিস্কুট একটু জায়গা বুঝে খান
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে। শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা
Battles. Very good bowling. That is vastly experienced. He knows the conditions. He knows what the batter is lining up to do. Just doesn't offer pace. 91.4. K is the last delivery.
and that's one of the reasons why Mushfiqur Rahim is right behind the stumps, knowing that if you're bowling at that pace, then the batsman would realize that he can actually take a few chances, go shimming down the wicket. But once you see the keeper coming back right behind the stumps, then that thing goes out of the equation. You're going to hardly find batsmen trying to attempt to go down the wicket once the keeper is right behind the stumps. His speeds, he's a bold, slow delivery. That's his first over. 114, 111, 110. That's all K. And he's hitting the length all the time.
And the very reason for those lengths has created an opportunity. Might just go begging. But that's a very, very good line and length bowling from Mukhtar.
The batsman stuck in his crease. He thought perhaps that he's got an opportunity to play a big shot. He's very lucky, Mahmudullah.
He bowls to a very regulation field. It doesn't offer the ball further up from that length area that we just showed it to you. He wants the player to hit straighter, down the ground. Because that length is difficult, really, until unless the batter can play the paddle sweep and can really take it over the point region or the third man region, he'll force the batter to hit down towards the field, where on the right side of the screen we showed you deep mid wicket, now long on, and the long off region. He's bowling really well, bowling to his field.
Yeah, straight to the fielder. 3 for 39 against Chattogram in the last match for Mukhtar Ali. Speed variation, 60% is on the length. And look at the speeds, everything literally 110, less than 110. One just above 110. And if you bowl at that speed, you got to get it right, absolutely right. And that's the reason why he has bowled so many deliveries on the length area. Another very good over. 4 in that over. After 10, Khulna 67 for 2.
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস পরপর 2 বার অর্জন করেছে সুপার ব্র্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ার্ড।
জিপি স্টার গ্রাহকরা এখন একসাথে 12 মাস আকাশ রিচার্জ করলে 3 মাস আর 6 মাস রিচার্জ করলে পাচ্ছেন 2 মাস ফ্রি সাবস্ক্রিপশন। বিস্তারিত জানতে কল করুন 16442 নম্বরে।
যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে, আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100 টাকার ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ফ্রি।
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও
ওকে, দাঁড়ালাম। বাকি 2টা স্প্রাইট। শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও।
স্প্রাইট, আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও। ফ্রেন্ডশিপের এই ম্যাজিক্যাল চেইন রিঅ্যাকশন কোনো অ্যানালাইসিস দিয়ে জাজ করা যাবে না ব্রো। এসব শুধু বন্ধু থাকলেই পসিবল। এয়ারটেল, বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক। টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা।
Under pressure. As we speak, he moves across to the offside, makes room for himself. Just what you anticipate from Mahmudullah Riyad. Gets him an IPDC4.
That's good work from the keeper. Right at the first ball, charges to the bowler and finds the gap. Good way to start the over. An IPDC boundary. Got the elevation right here, Mahmudullah Riyad. Youngster will be under some pressure now.
Indeed, it's will be interesting to see how he comes back. It did try to just bowl the ball away from, again, that similar kind of movement. Now he's alert to that fact. He's learned from the previous delivery that Mahmudullah is going to make that initial trigger movement outside the line of the off stump. This time he follows him and the result is better for the bowler.
The good part for Khulna is they still have 8 wickets in hand. They have Johorul on 43 and Mahmudullah starting to get into the range and looking for the bowler to charge onto the onside, which forcing the bowlers to bowl way outside off stump.
Maybe Zul is going to say, we've got 5 runs, let's go for more in this over. No, too much movement. Initially going forward. Well, it's a nice time in the afternoon to have a cup of Kazi and Kazi tea, don't you think, Mazhar?
Undoubtedly, and we need more of those every day. Kazi and Kazi. I like the ginger one though.
Well, they've got a lot of variety and that's very good. I mean, a lot of different people with different tastes.
Offside and trying to play on the onside. They still have a deep mid wicket and deep square leg up down at the boundary line. Fine leg and third man up at the circle. So as there's a backward point fielder, the intentions are clear. They're now going to charge this left arm seamer.
And one hand taken off, flying out over into no man's land. That was not intentional. 3 fielders converging on it. That's good to see. The commitment in the deep. But the batsman now having to throw caution to the wind, taking a few risks with these shots.
That's well.
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
ভীষণ কুড়মুড়ে গোলমার্ক পপস বিস্কুট, একটু জায়গা বুঝে খান।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
Excuse me. Mukhtar, he's been quite a revelation in this a cup. This is Kazi and Kazi tea. Hope you enjoyed.
I enjoy a lot. Kazi and Kazi, they're the best in the market, isn't it?
And it's very, but the aroma is very nice. They've got a lot of varieties, which is good. If you're in the ground, there's some on offer in the stands. So Mukhtar Ali will not be wondering about tea now. He'll be wondering about taking a wicket. And he might get an opportunity. No, that was badly timed. But he got away with it once again.
That's very good bowling, and they're bowling at a good plan. They're taking the pace off the ball, and the length is really good. Forcing the batsman to come hard at them, not bowling full, not that short. It's the length that's been working well so far for them. In the end, it was good bowling from Mukhtar Ali. He strikes, and the skipper departs for 23, 78 for 3. Excuse me, home loan? আপনার হাইট বিপি কত? আমার নাম খালু আছে। এই বয়সেই বাড়ি? কি ব্যাপার বলেন?
Welcome to IPDC.
কি কি লাগবে?
Just a sign.
No patch. Simple like patay. IPDC home loan. Para minimum, benefit maximum.
আমগো ঘামের দাম শুধু মিনা বাজারই বোঝে। মিনা বাজার জীবনে আনে সজীবতা প্রতিদিন। আসল ফলের পিওরিটি এখন আগের চেয়েও আকর্ষণীয় মূল্যে। 250 মিলি ফ্রুটিকা 20 টাকা, 500 মিলি 35 টাকা এবং 1 লিটার ফ্রুটিকা এখন 65 টাকা। ফ্রুটিকা একটু বেশি পিওর।
Very unfortunate to get run out in the previous game. Figures are good. Wants to make an impression. Hello, up in the air, but luckily for him, falling short. Civil run got a leading edge to that one.
That's the wicket. It was touch Fuller. Mahmudullah just waiting for that Fuller length delivery after getting few length deliveries and handed it simply long on. He must be disappointed, and why not? His team needed him badly today.
Yeah, he's been bowling very slow balls, and that's not really allowed the batsman to really use up any pace. Slowed them down, but once you're trying to slow down as a pace bowler, sometimes tend to lose line and length, but he has not. Persisted with it, and it's paid off. Short, and it's gone. He went for that hook shot. Mashrafe Mortuza could not make contact. Well, he did. It's part of the bat. Enough weather on that for the keeper to take an easy one. Another one bites the dust.
A short one, and it was a little bit pace on it. Mashrafe bin Mortaza tried to go hard onto that short ball.
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা। দাঁড়াও। ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট।
শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও। স্প্রাইট, আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
He batted in, Ariful. his efforts will be required. Ariful Haq, remember that in the first part of the tournament, 4 sixes in the last over got them to win. He needs to just replicate that innings. This is the wicket. Short for a change, a little quicker. And the height was pretty good actually, and just over the shoulder. And Mashrafi, I suppose, had to go there. You see, perfect in regards to the height, and even the tallish Mashrafi could not get that on ball. Just sauntering a single, more and more difficult. Just confirmation from Alper Edge that the thinnest of edges was there. The feather enough to remove Mashrafi, and the elation on the face of the skipper. He knows he's got the bull by the horns, and they are dictating terms now in the field. Ariful is going to be on strike now. He's having a look round. Will he have a look at the bowling before he decides to go? He is. Pays respect to the good ball.
I'm a bit surprised to see Mashrafi bin Murtaza coming at number 4 and 5 in the past 2 games, and I didn't get the plan actually from the Khulna side. What they actually want from him, they're still searching for that perfect batting combination, and almost halfway, we have almost finished the halfway through the tournament, but still they're searching for that perfect combination.
Well, but what Shamim Hussain has done, you'd have thought maybe he would have been a better option to come before Murtaza. It's something that they have experimented with, and I think they're going to change their minds. They would have done after the first game, but Mashrafi hardly had a chance in the first game, so maybe they thought they'd let him have another go. As we see him go after this one, it's a big one. It's one that they needed. It's an incredible RPDC6.
It was a wonderful shot from Johar Islam. He's the man there for a while now. Got the ball what it deserved. An IPDC sixer. What a shot. He connected that really well.
And the 50 has come up for Zahurul, just of 35 balls. Magnificent batting. Got to go on. Now he sliced that. It's flying across. There's a fielder and taking it. Oh, there was a difficult catch. He was moving backwards. But he did it to a nicety. And a crucial wicket here.
He played it really away from his body. It was wide on the off stump. He wanted to go for a big heave here. Yeah, nowhere near to it. Only manages to get a top edge. Good catch by Shafiqul. Short third man. Wicket stumbling for Gemcon Khulna now. They are in big trouble. And why not? Johar Islam departs for 53. They are 88 for 5.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরঝির।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
From Nestle.
Talking about earlier, maybe come in before Mashrafi has eventually come in, but unfortunately, from Gemcon Khulna's point of view, a couple of wickets have fallen in the meantime. Oh, that's an appeal. That might be close. He's pleading. Are they going for a review? Not interested. That completes over number 13, 88 for 5.
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশে গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে। আরে রনি, জলদি শুট কর। সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিং এর নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Innings in the next 7 overs very quickly at a furious pace. Just can't afford to hang about, just can't die wandering. We've got to try and make a game of it. Run rate 13.14, the last wicket. You see just back and it's slicing it, getting the toe in the back. Well just catch by Shafiqul here to move back, but eventually took it quite comfortably. Not too much of a celebration from Nasum, never is. Very professional the way he goes about his game in the middle. 92 of 42 balls needed. Getting tougher. Zipping that ball through. All he can do is just a little push away for a single.
I really want to see Shamim Hussain come and bat a little bit up at the order. He's a bright prospect and he can hit the ball hard, just like we witnessed Parvez Hussain Imran. He's a strong lad, he's a very good fielder, but at least his team needs to give him some sort of confidence to play a bit more balls. It's way down the order for someone like Shamim Hussain to come here and play a responsible knock rather than allow him to play his natural game.
Oh, that's his usual shot to be expected when he's in the middle, which gives the ball real clap and hit it away for a magnificent IPDC 6.
This is Ariful Haq for you. He's not going to hold on. It was full, lashed onto it. He's a powerful lad, isn't he?
Oh, if it's in the slot, he's not going to hang about. That's quicker, but he's up in the air now. Fielders converging underneath it. I think the keeper's going to get to it. Mushfiqur Rahim does not drop those. Well, I suppose Ariful had felt that he needed to go for the big hits. Trying for the second hoik. Was up in the air and had run him a little bit, the keeper, but eventually made it look very safe and simple.
Shamim bhai, is it a commentator's curse? just praise this guy and just throwed away his wicket. Oh, Jamcon Khulna. Obviously they needed for some quick runs, but still Ariful needed to stay long. Mushfiqur Rahim kept his eye on the ball till the last moment and completed a safe catch. Robiul strikes again for victim for Dhaka. Ariful departs for 7, 95 for 6.
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়। তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা। দাঁড়াও। ওকে, দাঁড়ালাম। বাকি
Flood batted it. Oh, just through the fingers. Hit very hard. Bowler could not latch on. That must have stung.
That was struck in brute power from Shamim Hussain. As I was saying, he's a powerful lad. Can hit the ball really hard. Robiul this time managed to only get a hand on it. Oh, that went like a rocket.
As the fingertips immediately see it's hurt his fingers. Oh dear. Could have got another. How is that going to affect his grip? The batsman in Shubhgadahom Chaudhary in the middle. Right-handed batsman for Jamcon Khulna, 52 runs in this tournament. Rest of 32 not out. But at the moment, if you're going to go for the target, which is not 13.26 runs required per over, all you have to do is throw your bat. But you see, this is good bowling. Sees the batsman backing away, follows him.
Very sensible bowling from Rogiul. Not allowed the batsman to free his arms. Just followed him through. They need some more runs here. Gemcon Khulna. They needed 83 of just 37 balls now.
The man who could do them has just departed. Ariful is back in the hut. Unfortunately for the Khulna team, it's been some good bowling from this man. They're not being able to get underneath that ball. That's not no elevation. Only a single to finish that over. 14 done, 98 for 6.
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা। দাঁড়াও ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট।
শেষ ইচ্ছা।
আবার তিনটে ইচ্ছা দাও। স্প্রাইট আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও। মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
আসবো না রে।
কেন
বুঝবি না?
1 মিনিট। বুঝবো না মানে খুলে বল।
এয়ারটেলে কথা বলো মন খুলে। 28 টাকায় 45 মিনিট ও 48 টাকায় 80 মিনিট।
আসতেছি।
এয়ারটেল
Gets it 78, 80, 88, 95. But not really allowed Gemcon Khulna to get the momentum that is required. Well, it's been an interesting match, and the Ace virtual fan zone with no fans inside the ground, but watching from their homes, enjoying it, enjoying this tussle. Mukhtar now. Short, it's swung it around, and he's got enough on it. Well, this is very welcome. Get very, very good looking IPDC 6 of the first ball.
That's the thing I was talking about, Shamim Hussain. This guy can bat. He put that in style. Yes, it was short, but still, he needed to put that away. Fine leg was up in the circle. He did really well to get an IPDC 6er.
Oh, he waits for that, thrashes it down the ground. Good comeback, bowled a shade wider. Bosundara masks should be worn on a regular basis. This is the first form of protection against the COVID pandemic. Save yourself, save others by wearing Bosundara masks. Well, double header coming up. Match number 18, Fortune Borishal versus Ghazi Group Chattogram. It's coming to you live this evening. Earlier start. Just trying to thread the gap there, but well done by the fielder.
Talking about the points table, Ghazi Group Chattogram are right above with 5 wins from 6 matches. Gemcon Khulna, they are in trouble, but still they are in the second place with 4 wins in 7 games. Khulna Dhaka, 3 wins from 6 matches. They would love to win from here on. Minister Group Rajshahi and Fortune Borishal are at the bottom.
Catcher is the call. It's going to go past that effort by the fielder to cut it off. It's good. Another good-looking shot by Shamim Hussain. IPDC 4.
That's a very good shot from Shamim Hussain. Bottom hand comes into play. Very powerful shot. Yes, there was another roll of fingers from Mukhtar Ali, but this time he manages to play down the ground a bit straighter than the fielder at long on region.
Yeah, pulled it forward. I call it the struffle, the straight pull. Goes in the V. This time he does not go over the V. He goes over mid-wicket. He's showing a lot of belligerence with us enormous sixes. Another IPDC maximum.
Look at the potential of this youngster. He can hit, he can play. Why don't you promote him up at the order? so difficult for a youngster to go and hit away every ball in this type of situation. So far, he has managed to show him what he is capable of.
Well, he doesn't like it, understandably so. 18 already in his 5 deliveries, and I'm sure Shamim Hussain is not going to hang about. Just takes a little respite to tie his bootlaces, gives us have a chance of a look at that 20 of 7 for Shamim. Magnificent batting here. But Sugar the home, both need to go. 64 of 31, still gettable in this format of the game. Wicket playing well. Never know. Couple of big overs like this one, and we've got a game on our hands. Boundary riders at long on, long off. Deep cover. Deep backward square and deep mid wicket. He goes again. Latches on, but it might just fall. Oh, it fell just wide of the fielder. Fortunate for the batsman, unfortunate for the bowler. 22 from that 15th over. It's 120 for 6.
Yes, আজকে আমার দিন। আজকে আমি খাবো অনেক অনেক চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এগ টম ইয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
The Premier League puffs out its chest and goes again.
The stakes could not be higher.
There surely is no stopping them now.
Red Hot December. Watch all the big games from the Premier League live on T-Sports.
সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
Just stepping out of the ground. Rubal Hussain has been asked to come back. Last 5 overs. 60 still required by Khulna. Lovely spell from Mukhtar. 2 wickets, given away 35 runs in his 4 overs. Nasum too picked up a wicket. Consistently maintained the pressure on the batters. Up to the seamers. Might be just an over, might be for Rabiul. But Shafiqul and Rubal definitely as one fast bowler joins me. Are you happy with the performance, Ed?
I'm non-biased, so very balanced in that answer. I'm happy with the cricket.
Diplomatic.
You know, behind this mic, it's hard work, Jun.
I'm happy with the seamers.
Oh, that's it. A bit of a gamble here by Mushfiqur, because the sign that he brings on his spearhead is to try and close out the game. These are the only 2 batters, in my view, if they stick around, they could take the game deep for Khulna. So Mushfiqur is saying, well, I need to separate you. I'm going to bring back my spearhead, my fast bowler, who's quietly gone about his business, but has been effective. If he doesn't get a wicket and he has a quiet over, that required rate of 12.21 goes to about 14.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when does he bowl Rabiul, because he has that luxury of giving him an over between the seamers. Smashed. There's a chance. Straight to the fielder. The trick does it for Mushfiqur and for Dhaka.
That's what he wanted. Look at the smiles. That's exactly the plan. Separate these two. Oh, even a quiet word. Oh, yes. Stop. Yeah, bring the length back. How's about a little bit of a celebration? He's done a job for you. Here's the wicket. I think he's got a good piece of this, but finds the fielder. Hangs his head. Khulna fading away. Dhaka on the charge up the table.
Shamim Hussain will compile 24 of just 9 but has to walk back. Khulna 121 for the loss of 7 wickets. It's also going to be a timeout. Head into the Vashundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিং এর নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরঝির।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
The Premier League puffs out its chest and goes again.
The stakes could not be higher.
There surely is no stopping them now.
Red Hot December. Watch all the big games from the Premier League live on T Sports.
আসল ফলের পিওরিটি এখন আগের চেয়েও আকর্ষণীয় মূল্যে। 250 মিলি ফ্রুটিকা 20 টাকা, 500 মিলি 35 টাকা এবং 1 লিটার ফ্রুটিকা এখন 65 টাকা। ফ্রুটিকা একটু বেশি পিওর।
ভীষণ কুড়মুড়ে।
From Nestle.
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা। জেমকন
4, 3, 2, 1. Quick words coming in, especially for the Khulna team. 29 of 28 when they were stepping into the scoring grade. Shamim departs and Shahidul Islam is the new man in. Full length. Couple of runs. We'll have to re-ball that.
Confirmation, no ball. And it'll be a free hit. Quite interesting that they took the brace. Decided to run 2. Oh, that's tight. Oh. And Jim, your fast bowling club. That's not a no ball. But it's been called.
Yes, should be saying that it should be harsh. But as long as the umpire is consistent, if he's called that a no ball, then he has to give the batter an out.